What's up, everybody? Welcome to my channel, Pretty Thrifty. Today we are talking about the benefits of selling on multiple different platforms. Now, I know some people only sell on like one, some people only sell on two. I personally sell on 5 and I really enjoy it, and if I didn't sell on these 5 platforms, I really would not be able to stay afloat the way that I am, because there is not one single platform that does the best for me. It is that I do great across the multitude. But anyways, if you want to learn what's the benefits and some of the cons, because I threw those in here, stay tuned and let's get into the video. Okay, so we're gonna get into it because I made a little list, and I did also get into some things that are gonna be cons, so I made a little pros and cons list. So we'll get into both of that right now. Go over the pros first, and one of the first pros that I put down was that you will have multiple sources of income. Now, with you selling on multiple different platforms, that means that you'll be having money from all of these different platforms and not just that one platform. So you have the potential to make money from this platform, that platform, or the other. And currently I sell on 5 platforms. Another one that I put down was that you will have more eyes on your product. Now, you will have more eyes on your product because every platform has essentially their own set of eyes, because there are people who only use Mercari, there are people who only use Poshmark, there are people who only use eBay. So you're getting it out to more people. There are also people like me who use multiple platforms, so sometimes I actually do see items posted across multiple platforms. Like if I'm searching for, say, a Juicy Couture bag and I see it on Facebook Marketplace, and then I happen to also see it on Mercari by the same seller. It happens all the time. I do the same thing. And the next one is going to be different fees. Okay, different fees. Basically, Poshmark is one of my highest platform with fees. Their fee is at minimum $2.95 or 20%, because Facebook Marketplace is 5%. Facebook is definitely my lowest selling platform. I believe Depop is like, I just know for sure that Facebook is my lowest and Poshmark is my highest. So let's get on to the next. Okay, so the next is gonna be different pay methods. Now, what this really means is that each site has their own way of paying you. So Poshmark, you have to sell the item, get it delivered, and the buyer has 3 days to either say it is the item I bought or it's not. And then once it's done, the funds are released to you. Okay, so that's Poshmark. Now, on the other hand, Depop, which this is one of the sites I like to use if I really need money, like soon, I like to use Depop, because Depop has a PayPal option, which if people pay through PayPal, you get the funds immediately. So I really like that option. But on the other hand, they have another option that is called Depop payments. Now with Depop payments, you still get the funds really quick, and you get it essentially 1 business day. That's what they say. It's supposed to be 1 business day after, but I've noticed that it can come up to 2 to 3 business days after the sale was sold. But that's basically what it means. It's just the different pay methods. Depop gives it to you almost immediately, and Poshmark makes you wait almost a week. And Facebook is even longer, because Facebook, sometimes I've actually seen some of my Facebook payouts come out really quick, but I've seen some of my Facebook payouts take at least a week and a half to 2 weeks. The last one on the pro is gonna be you can get free shipping supplies for certain platforms like Poshmark. Poshmark only sells with priority mail labels. Okay, so all the shipping supplies that you would use for Poshmark to sell a Poshmark item, you could get for free. I sell on Whatnot, and I was reading through the terms of service, and it also says that we're allowed to use the priority regular rate mailboxes. So you can't use flat rate, you can't use express, but there are some regular priority mailboxes. So depending on your selling platform and their terms of service, you might want to look over that, and you can possibly have the ability to get free shipping supplies. And that is all that I have for my pros. So let's get real quick into the cons. First thing that I thought of was that items can sell at once. You can list your items across all these platforms, and it could be a hot item and you cannot know it, and it could sell across all these platforms, and now you're going across all these platforms and having to cancel. Honestly, what I do is, if they sell like that, I choose whoever has the best selling fees, because I'm canceling anyways. So I choose whoever has the best selling fee, and I go and cancel on all the other platforms. But you don't want to do that, because that can go against against you in the long run. You don't want to have a high cancellation rate because you're constantly listing things and they're constantly selling at the same time. So what I like to do is, I kind of like to go in as soon as I can to delete that item from all the platforms, and I actually do use reselling platforms, which we'll get into in a little bit. So yeah, the next one is that you're gonna have more work, because you are essentially selling on more platforms. That means more work for you. If you're just selling on one, you just have to worry about that one single platform. But no, since you're selling on multiple platforms, you're gonna have to worry about updating for all these other platforms. You're gonna have to worry about deleting an item when it sells on all these other platforms. But that's where Vendoo comes in. Now, I'm not sponsored, but I just want to let you guys know that I do use Vendoo, and they're new, so I have come across like multiple problems with their app, or with them personally, but I feel like, I'm down to grow with them. So I know that they're a new software, or new company or whatever, so they're still learning. So I'm here with them to go through those little hiccups, you know what I mean? Because I believe in the platform, and the platform actually has a lot of good features that I really enjoy. So basically, when I use Vendoo, I can go and cross-list my items across multiple platforms. I can use all of them except for my Whatnot. I don't have Whatnot on there. But I can also go and delete all the items. And why I'm saying I had problems with Vendoo is, one thing is that it doesn't always delete all my items from all my platforms. It doesn't always happen, but it has been happening a little bit, and I do see some of the items that I deleted from my Vendoo that was supposed to delete all the items from all the platforms. Anyways, let's get on to the next. So, policies. Now, every platform has its own policies. One policy that I can think of off the top of my head is basically that all platforms don't want you to do transactions off of their sites. They don't want you to do transactions off of their sites. They don't want you to talk about other sites, basically. So don't be like, okay, go buy it on Poshmark if you're selling on Mercari, or go buy it on Depop if you're selling on Poshmark. They don't want you to do that. They don't want you to take it off of their site. They want you to sell. Another thing that I don't like is that Facebook will issue refunds without your consent. So I've had many issues when I first started selling on Facebook. I haven't had really any recently, knocking on wood, but I haven't had any recently. But they have, I don't know, they need to get their stuff together, because they have a lot of issues, I feel like, with the whole like billing in this department. But they would issue refunds, and I wouldn't know until I go into my payout and I see a negative. And I'm like, what's going on? And it says refund issued, and I look to see if I got a notification of anything, if the buyer wrote me to tell me what's going on with the item. I guess I kind of mentioned it in a little bit in the last, but I guess it's you can't mention selling on other sites. So basically, like I said a little bit ago, is you can't mention other sites on other sites. So that all goes in one. We'll just say policies and can't mention sites. I don't know. But basically, one thing that I did have happen to me is that I had some lady contact me, and they're like, hey, you have this item listed for a blah 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 price, but I could do blah 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 blah. And basically, I can't do that price because of the fees that they have on some of the platforms. But if I was able to like sell it to them through like a Cash App, or through like a PayPal kind of thing, I could go down more on the price, because I'm getting more of that to myself, if not all of it, depending on how it's coming through the PayPal and Cash App. But because I think like PayPal and Venmo, they charge you like 1.5%. That's nothing compared to all these other sites that my lowest is 5, okay? But anyways, sometimes it sucks. Sometimes I wish I could sell it to them and be like, oh yeah, hit me up on this, blah blah blah. But I just don't, because I'm not trying to break my bonds with any of these selling platforms, because I enjoy using all of them in the whole. And yeah, I'm just trying to be a better reseller and trying to make more money, and I'm trying to profit more, and I'm trying to teach you guys a way to profit more. And yeah, there you guys have it. That's my video on the benefits of selling on multiple different platforms and the cons. So until next time, guys, stay pretty, or have a pretty day. Bye.